Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big Top. What we have before us is probably a mistake. But anyway, we're gonna try. What we got in this video today, we're going to cut the third transfer port in this, and let's go ahead and do that right now. And we have a windowed piston. There we go. And we have this piece I cut off the intake that I'm gonna weld into this position right here. The reason I'm doing this is because I hear a lot of stuff, these things don't work and stuff like that. I don't really know. I'm curious. I'm the only kid in the household now, so I get to play a lot. So that's what we're doing, we're playing. There's a question I have to ask all y'all real quick like. And this is some of the stuff we're gonna be doing. Okay, what I have to ask you is, if you'll be nice enough to let me know, what is the number for better reeds, preferably Boyson? Because I've looked and I really can't find it. I got this really cheaply off of Amazon because it was a pre-used unit. I guess somebody bought it and it wasn't the right one. And I got it at a deal. I got a little message on the Amazon box saying thank you for giving this part a new life. So that's no big deal. All right, so we've cut the third transfer port. I did it with a big end mill. I'm going to taper these off to a point right here. Got a little bit of handwork right here. I feel as though this jug's going to have as good porting as the other one, as my one piece, and this is just like an experiment. I want to see how it's going to do. That motor in that bike, the YD100 that we're running that bike, is coming out of there, and we're going to pull the head off. We're going to check, that's in a later video. We're going to pull the head off. We're going to check the cylinder health and everything and see how all that's good, and the piston and everything. And then that's going to go into a bike that we're going to build that's going to be really cool. So that's done. And what and like I said, I'm going to weld this on there in a position. Let me see, it'd be somewhat like this. So the carburetor's off to the side and everything. I'm going to run that same No good carburetor right there on it, but I'm going to do some work on it though. And then once I'm done welding this on there, I'll be able to go in there and profile this. There's not a whole bunch of millimeter difference between there. We are going to, let's see what we got here. We're going to zero it out. Okay, well, we didn't zero it out. Well, one, there we go. So we are 16, almost 17. And this is almost, I'm looking at a clock here. Yeah, it's 14.4, something like that. This is like, but anyway, I'll be able to clean that up. So that we are going to do in this video. We're going to weld this on. Then I have to profile the intake to this, which pretty close there already, huh? Yeah. Okay. So that's that. And we will be dismantling this motor. And I'm not going to say what I don't want to say because I don't need the guys. So, and I'd like to give a shout out to Engine and Wheels for turning me on to these, because I'm going to be putting these, I got a whole sack full of them. I'm going to be putting these in all the bikes. I'm going to be putting them in the Nell Lasso, and putting in the Dragonfly and any other bike that I do from now on, because these are the same ones we use in the RC boat motors at 16 to 17,000 RPMs. We never had really any issue with wrist bend clips. Then we will be we also in this video, we are going to be taking this apart. We're going to look at the inside of it. This is the motor that was originally in there, that the clip went in there, and when we go back with it, we'll be welding. I will be soldering our RC connector like on there, so we can swap motors out. Like I said, we'll be taking that one out, and we're going to pull the head off of it. We're going to check the health of the cylinder, the piston, what have you. I know it's running lean. I really don't want to tear that motor up, because that's a whole nother video. We're going to do a good intake on it, a nice big one with a good carburetor on it and everything else. So let's get started. All right, well, we got it welded. It's still kind of hot. And you can see a little edge in there. You can see it better in here. So we got good penetration and everything. We're gonna clean that up. Ooh, that's bright. If y'all are picking that up, then this light, that's my work light. It's like ridiculous. We're gonna clean that up. We're going to profile that to where it's in there. We're gonna clean this up and we're gonna polish it. Got a little bit on there, but that's no big deal. That's got to be cleaned up for the carburetor. And how the carburetor is going to probably be, I'm going to make a mandrel this size, and I'm going to beat the carburetor, because the carburetors, what they do with them, they don't ever cut them. They have knives like split for splits, and what it happens is it bows it up like this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make a mandrel this size, which is about 18. It's probably different all the way around. Yeah, it is. And see, that's the reason these damn carburetors leak like they do, because these intakes are not perfect. And not only that is, they actually take knives and they make the 4 splits, so it actually bows it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a mandrel, which is the 1877, 1856, 1838, 1874. Kind of an average of these, and then I'm going to actually beat the carburetor down to where it seals up the cuts or knife cuts they do in them, which bows them up, makes them leak like no tomorrow, and that's that carburetor on there. And I will weld those cuts up, and then on my scroll saw I'll make a fine cut here, only to where the clamp is, and then clamp it on, and that'll prevent any air leakage. So we're going to clean this up, and this will be in another video. I would really like for y'all to let me know what a good Boyson reed that you could buy for these, because I'd really like one of those. I know the carbon fiber ones are restrictive, because everything I heard, they are restrictive. We'll have to get in there, we'll clean all that up and space this out, but there's really not a whole bunch of difference in size once you clean those edges up. So this is an experiment, is all it is. We're going to do the motor with the balance crank and everything with a regular piston, because I'm still going to put a regular piston in there and piston port it, but we're also going to do this one, and I have a little upturn, a little up to get the carburetor out of the way, because it's kind of big. But other than that, and Johnny fixes bikes, yeah brother, it's cold down here now. When I made that video last week, it was 70 degrees, but it's cold now. So when it's raining, I don't ride. When it's cold, I don't care, because I can deal with the cold. It's the rain I can't deal with. So not only that, I got a leather seat on there and all that leather stuff. I really don't like it for it to get wet. It's protected, but it is what it is. But yeah, if y'all do know of a Boyson reed that will fit this, I would really love for y'all to comment on that. I love for y'all to comment on everything I do. And I learn from your comments. Just like the gentleman, Motors and Wheels, was talking about the Wiseco piston, or the Wiseco wrist pin clips. Absolutely, that's the wrist pin I was looking for. There's a tool you can make where you got a rod that pushes through it, you put it in there, and it pushes the clip right in. Getting them out is a SOB. They're a son of a gun, but that's how they're supposed to be. So please comment, let me know what I'm doing wrong. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. Like I said, this is just basically a hobby to me right now. I'm the only kid in the house now, and I get all the toys, and that's so cool. But we're going to be building a really cool bike here pretty soon, really cool. We're going to be using a little metal brake over there. We're going to break the tank into facets like a diamond, weld it in solid, put Pour 15 in it. That's a gas tank and what have you coating, and it works really well. I did it on Lister diesel, and that tank had so many holes in it, it ain't even funny, it was rusted out. I put that stuff in there, it worked perfect. So we'll be doing that in there, and we will have some really cool stuff on that. We're going to hide all the wires, we're going to hide all the cables as much as possible. But this stuff is really fun to me, guys, because I really have nothing to do, and that's, I guess, a good thing for me, or a bad thing, or whatever. But this is my enjoyment now. I really do enjoy messing with these things. That's my ride back and forth to work right there. And trust me, I love riding these things. I really do. They're a lot of fun. So we'll get this cleaned up. We'll get it on there, because all the videos I've seen, they don't work. They really don't. They don't work very good. Zeta did some dynos on them, and even with the window piston, they even lost power. So I think it's pretty much in the reeds, because the carbon fiber is very stiff. I actually breathe through it and everything else, and to see what the restriction is, and it's pretty good. And I'm probably pretty sure that they make better reeds for them. That's what I'm looking for from you guys. I really want to know what a better reed is for this system. And other than that, please comment. Please hit like and subscribe. Please hit the bell so you can get more videos on this. And other than that, you guys have a great day.